Recently, 2 Kerry anglers have been banned from competition for being too patriotic. Yes, folks, you heard that right. 2 Kerrymen, proud Kerrymen, proud Irishmen, anglers, were banned, having just achieved a stunning victory in an angling competition against the old enemy, England. That's not my enemy, that's just an old expression. Probably a little bit outdated, but there you go. A lot of history there. All water under the bridge. Water under the bridge, but still, it's all there. So we affectionately sometimes, in jest, refer to England as the old enemy. So anyway, there was an angling competition, and it was between what they call the home countries. That's another expression that we use over here to refer to the British Isles, if you like, including Ireland. So you have England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. They're what's known as the home countries. Even though, well, technically Wales, Scotland and England, they're not actual countries. It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of have to be here. Anyway, so they had a competition which Ireland won, after which 2 anglers from the Irish team, 2 Kerrymen, were banned by the association for overuse of the Irish tricolour and of the Irish national anthem, Amhrán na Bhíodhn. I saw this and I thought, okay, that's crank up the mic, get the vid cam working, we got a job on. So let's hop on over here to the Independent, Irish Independent, see what's going on with this. Yes, it's can you be banned for being too patriotic? Well, it seems that you can. The headline, okay, I kind of clipped a bit of it there. Have to cut, slice and dice sometimes to make things fit. Yeah, that's all part of the cut and thrust of this YouTube gig. Kerry anglers banned for, quote, overzealous use of Irish tricolour in UK competition. That's what the full headline says. There's a picture, as you can see, of the 2 lads, Tralee brothers, Chris Left and David O'Sullivan, celebrating Ireland's win over England in the home nations. That's what I said, the home countries, home nations. The home nations shore championships in Weymouth in July. This is by Stephen Fernan from the Kerryman. All right, Stephen, let's have a look at what's going on here, see if we can get to the bottom of the situation. 2 Kerry anglers, says Stephen, who are part of an Irish team that beat England to win the Home Nations Cup in Weymouth in July, have been suspended for, quote, overzealous use of the Irish tricolour and promoting Amhrán na Bhíodhn. Amhrán na Bhíodhn being the Irish national anthem. How dare you promote that, having won an international competition? I mean, the horror. Tralee brothers David and Chris O'Sullivan, we saw the lads there. A quick recap. Well done, boys. Good show. Tralee brothers David and Chris O'Sullivan are members of the Tralee Bay Sea Angling Club and were part of a successful Irish team that included 7 anglers that won the shore fishing competition, the shore fishing section of this competition. However, in correspondence seen by the Kerryman, it's a newspaper for Kerryman. Well, it's for everybody, but it's more of a Kerry thing. The Kingdom. That's County Kerry. That's the nickname for County Kerry. The Kingdom. That's what they call it. The Irish Federation of Sea Anglers, IFSA, has suspended Chris and David, along with 4 other team members. Oh, so everybody got a bang of this. Following a specially convened meeting of its Central Council in early August, the council said it received, quote, numerous complaints from the men's home nations shore team in relation to the home nations shore championships. So it was a big kerfuffle over this, and the association called a big kind of get together, big council of war over this outcry, this public outcry over the tricolour, the actual flag of the Irish nation, and of Our Rán na Bhíon being the national anthem of the Irish nation. The IFSA, as the association of these fisher lads, stated that suspensions were for posting, quote, multiple pictures on Munster Provincial Council IFSA pages, Munster being one of the Irish provinces. No, it's got nothing to do with the Munsters. Got nothing to do with that. It's an Irish province. Connacht, Munster, Leinster and Ulster. That's the 4 Irish provinces. Just, slight detour into geography lesson there. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here, which is nothing new. So they were posting multiple pictures, how dare they, of the Irish national flag. Who do these guys think they are? Imagine, your own national flag, how dare you. I tell you, for the last couple of months I've seen nothing but Ukrainian flags flying all over Ireland. So flying an Irish flag now is suddenly taboo, it seems, according to this gang. Right, sorry, where was I? Yeah, the IFSA pages between June and July, I suppose, when this was all going on, they were putting pictures up of the flag, and well done, come on the lads, and I think it was all lads. I'll double check this in a minute. Could be a couple of women in there, I don't know, but I'm getting the impression it's all lads from what I've read so far. So they were saying team managers were told not to promote it or the national anthem Our Rán na Bhíon. The anglers were accused of being, quote, overzealous in their use of tricolours on Facebook and on team clothing. Again, having your own national flag on team clothing, how dare they? The cheek. The team's t-shirts and had the IFSA's logo on the front, but a tricolour on the back. Alright, I'm still not seeing anything really wrong with this. I don't know where they're getting all this outrage from. The anglers were suspended under IFSA bylaws adopted under Article 7 of IFSA. Okay, don't need to know all that crap. The IFSA the association. IFSA believes censure is necessary as the, quote, spread of disaffection within the IFSA and among individual clubs and members is something it wants to avoid. Okay, I'd fly in the national flag. I'm not sure who's kicking up over this. There's obviously somebody must be. We have to get to the bottom of this. My curiosity is ramped up to 11 here. The anglers were given 21 days from the date of the letter to challenge the decision and outline any comments relative to the allegations. The anglers have until August to appeal. The IFSA is an all-Ireland organisation that consists of anglers from both sides of the political and religious divide in Northern Ireland. Alright, okay. Alright, now I'm starting to... The planets are starting to align for me on this one here. I think I've got the nub. I think I'm seeing where there's an issue here. So, it's not a Republic of Ireland team, it's an All-Ireland team. Now that's a horse of a different colour, because, as you know, I'm sure, we have 2 different traditions in the 2 parts of the island. So, yes, here's where the problem comes. When you have, as we have an all-Ireland rugby team, an Irish rugby team, which again encompasses North and South players. So this is the same kind of thing with the angling association. So you probably had some members or some team members or some committee members or whatever from the north or northern teams or northern clubs, and maybe they were the ones who were saying, look, we're not big on this whole, because we've kind of got our own Union Jack thing going on here. Or even the Red Hand of Ulster flag, there's that as well. So yes, I'm starting to kind of pick through the weeds here. Right, so promoting the Irish, let's go back to Stephen's bit. Promoting the Irish tricolour is considered to be at odds with anglers of British identity in the organisation. That's the key. Right, it's an all-Ireland thing, it's not a Republic thing. So, flying the Republic flag. I still don't see why they couldn't do both if they wanted to. If there was lads from the north and they wanted to do their thing, alright, fair enough. But I can see if they were all wearing Irish tricolours on their vests and everything, the whole team, you might kind of disenfranchise some people from the northern part of the association. I kind of get that. I'm still not happy about it, but I kind of see something of what was going on here. Let's continue. Some anglers in the north formed their own angling federation, the Northern Ireland Federation of Sea Anglers, NIFSA, as opposed to IFSA. Alright, okay. And want to represent Northern Ireland as a country on its own. Alright, so you kind of fracture in here. An indication of the divide can be seen in the Federation's respective Facebook pages. The NIFSA page is the new lads in the north. The NIFSA page states it, quote, brings together all the sea angling people of Northern Ireland. So that's us. We're not invited to that one. Whereas the IFSA status, this is the original gang, claims it is about representing the sea angling community of the island of Ireland. So you can see, again, tribalism. It's rears its head in all kinds of places, and here we have it rearing its head in the world of angling. The preference from world governing angling bodies is for, quote, a single country representation at international competitions. It's believed that any official separation between angling federations on the island of Ireland may result in a reduction in funding. So, we're back to the money thing again. Whenever you want to kind of dig beneath some issues of patriotism or whatever, you'll often find you dig a bit deeper, there's money at the end of the rainbow. Being part of an Irish team to beat England was considered a huge achievement for Chris and David at the time, and I think fair play, well done lads, it was a great achievement. However, this accolade has now been tainted because of the suspension. Many anglers in Kerry took to social media to express their anger at the decision. They feel it is unfair to suspend anglers for simply taking pride in representing their country in competitions, the cost of which is self-funded by the anglers, so they pay for their own gear and everything. Neither Chris nor David could be contacted for comment. The IFSA has also been contacted, but has so far not replied. Okay, let's hop on over to the Twitter sphere, to the wonderful, enlightened denizens of Twitter. Or perhaps not. There we go. There's the lads there. The independent.ie's tweet, and we've got some reactions there. Sean Moran says days. Yeah, there you go. Days since the Brits were at it again. Good man, Sean. He's obviously thinks this is a bit of an ongoing thing. Sean does there. That's a bit of Simpsons. Kay Reid, nothing to do with the Brits. It was the Anglers' own association that had the problem. That's from Kay Reid. Yeah, which is true. It wasn't the Brits. The Brits, I don't think they had anything to do with it. This was the association themselves. This was the actual Anglers Association who were perhaps, I'm guessing from reading the article, under a bit of pressure from the northern contingent or elements of the northern contingent to tone down the tricolour and Auron Nevian. Jared Hennessy, that's a nice picture of a pint there. Good man, Jared. All right, fair enough. Gerard Hennessy, this was the offensive t-shirt. There you go. That's according to Gerard what we're talking about. There you go. There's the tricolour on the back of Team Ireland, and all the lads are wearing it. So they look happy enough there, and they are all lads. I was right. I thought that. Well, you can never be sure. You can never be sure in this day and age. It's all open season now. It's all come one, come all. And I agree with that. Anyway, on this occasion, it's all lads. Jeez, there's a big lad on the left. He's a big lad. He looks like a bit of a rugby dude there. Anyway, yes. So, right, as you can see, I think on the front they had the organizer, the angling or IFSA or whatever, their logo on the front. And on the back they had this, which is Team Ireland tricolour. Which Team Ireland, you know, lads in the north were probably saying, listen, that's not us. We don't fly that flag here, which is true. Right, Mar Day says, just reading some of the comments, says Mar, it was the Irish Federation of Sea Anglers, aka IFSA, Central Council, who suspended them. I very much doubt if the other home nations teams were one bit bothered, to be honest. I think you're right there, Mar. I don't think they probably give crap. It was an internal Irish thing that was going on. This is the same IFSA that thought nothing of promoting another member, a Kerry man by coincidence, albeit based in Sligo, representing Ireland at the highest level after being caught and prosecuted in court for poaching sea trout. Moral outrage, my arse, says Mar. I don't know what he's referring to there, but I don't know. You're getting into the weeds there, Mar, but I take your point. If morals with these associations, they tend to tend to kind of come and go. I think there was money at the bottom of this too. I think they were worried that they might get their funding cut if this thing got out of hand. Risa says overzealous use of the tricolour. Seriously, that's a thing. Ridiculous. There must have been some very bad losers in that competition. Again, I don't think it was the other teams. I don't think they gave a crap, to be honest. I'm just guessing there. I don't think they cared. It was the internal organisation who I think was getting flack from certain elements in the northern end of things. And I understand why. I do. I get it. I understand why. The north is part of the UK, part of Britain. They have there's two communities up there, and you go into different parts of the north, you'll see tricolours in one estate, and you drive down the road and it's all Union Jacks. It's a very fraught situation, a historic situation. So when something like this pops up, it kind of all bubbles up to the surface again. What is a home country and why is Ireland involved, says Noel Ward. Oriel 014 says, well done lads, keep that flag flying. Oriel there's obviously on my side of the fence there. They were only codding, says Arthur, fuck's sake. Arthur, fuck's sake. A little bit of a wag there, Arthur. They were only codding, well done. I think that's a bit of a dad joke there, Arthur, but keep it up. Anya Mullen, not the place though, Eel regret. Hold on, you're all at it now. Anya, steady on now, there's no need. Brilliant lad, says John Cullen with the Irish tricolour. Again, you see, this is where you bring out, and here's a lad with the Ukrainian flag. Joe King. Joe King. I don't know if Joe's Ukrainian, but I doubt it. I think it's just the fashion day these days to fly that flag. I think Joe's probably as Irish as me. Why were they taking part, says Joe, in an event for, quote, the home nations? Ireland is a proud independent country and not linked to the British home countries. We are part of the EU and definitely not part of Britain, says Joe King with the Ukrainian flag. Kieran O'Whalon says independent and in the EU. Have you heard about the North? There you go, Kieran. You see, you've opened up another can of worms there. we did fight and struggle for 700 odd years to break out of the British Empire, only to join another empire almost double quick. Yeah, we won't open up that can of worms. Okay. O'Brien's Ireland. You can't beat the Irish, as O'Brien's Ireland. Load of shamrocks. I think you're kind of getting the gist here, lads. See, look, the problem was, yes, it was Team Ireland, but it wasn't Team Republic of Ireland. and there's a lot of chicanery, a lot of ins and outs about the whole, when you go into a whole Ireland context, because like I said, there's a lot of tensions between the communities in the north. In the south, it's all, game ball. You know, when it's a Republic of Ireland thing, the tricolour can be, you can wrap it round, you can fly it, you can do a Conor McGregor, you can, wear it as a headband, you can wear it as a jacket, you can do what you like, wave it at everybody's face and sing Out on the Veen and A Nation once again, all these great songs. But when you get into an all-Ireland team, that's where the wheels can come off that wagon. The rugby guys, who also have an all-Ireland team, they had to come up with a whole new anthem for their outings, because they just couldn't sing the Republic national anthem at their dues, because you have some people of a British heritage, let's say, from Northern Ireland, who just didn't who didn't buy into that, and that's their right, and that's their heritage and their culture, and I've nothing wrong with that. I've no issue with that. So there you go, two lads at the height of their fame, at the height of their achievements in sea angling terms, fell foul of their own organisation for being just a bit too Irish.